Allow me to educate you on YouTube's most well-kept secret, Jimmykreator, because I mainly just want to gush about this and hopefully do so in a way that's tongue-in-cheek enough to not come off as conceited. Anyway, you'll find a variety of content in Jimmykreator, and Jimmy is what helps me get through every day. And the thing that you see the most common of is YouTube poop. Now, I've voiced my concerns over YouTube poop beforehand, not too publicly, but I at the very least talked about this in the YouTube poop iceberg video. And what my concerns were is that while YouTube poop doesn't feel quote-unquote dead, it definitely does feel like it's lost its charm a lot. To me, it feels like people more so just have been trying to purposely overthink things that they add into videos, as well as just trying to be like impressive editing wise, and yeah, like it just kind of misses a lot of heart and just more so feels like, hey, this will look good and make people say, wow, you're really good at editing, as opposed to just simply being funny. That, and the other side is that you'll get something that's just quickly thrown together from something that just became relevant, like a new episode of a show or a movie or something, and it ends up being this really weak mess that makes even the earliest stuff look way better and more funny. And that's part of the point, is that the earlier days of YouTube poop, even if, like, again, it's not like this big over-the-top explosion, like, wow, look at how good this looks, I'm editing and telling a story. They can still be really funny, and they often do come across as way more funny and memorable, because there's just such a sincerity to them. It's so genuine, and you can more so tell it was just somebody, like, having fun and working on the spot on it, and just doing whatever they thought just naturally came to them, and felt funny. And I feel like those poops end up being a lot more rewatchable and memorable and stay in your head better. Like, there's gonna be like way more moments that you just like randomly think of in those, as opposed to whatever people are making now. I admittedly haven't been watching as much. Now, that's not to say that there aren't anybody who cares about it or wants them to be sincerely good anymore, no, but it's just definitely way more scarce. And a reason why I love Jimmykreator's poops so much is that they have, like, the sincerity and, like, genuineness and just natural flow of poops back then, while, like, maintaining, like, a more, like, experienced and, you know, like, hindsight quality that you can see in video making today, but it's more so, like, the genuineness of like that back then. It's the heart of it that really matters, and that goes for all of their videos. But YouTube poop, I just want to give out some ones. I really recommend DK Tribute and the Kids on Site poop and the Banjo poop and the Bear and the Big Blue House ones. There's so many good ones I just love, and a lot of them are my favorites playlist too. And I'm just thinking now of Mario dying while going to Taco Bell, and nuts! You have to see what the kid did! Nuts! There's just so much more charm and heart to it. Like, again, like, I don't want this to be like a big like rant video, because again, like, obviously I still watch YouTube today, duh, like, you see me in the comments everywhere, as everybody says, but like, the thing is that while I do enjoy all of that, and I love, like, the people who I watch regularly, and and obviously I still do stuff on my own, I think everybody can agree that at some point there was something that was lost. And to me, like, it was already kind of happening, but by mid-2016, I feel like it's like when the big blow-up happened, and just felt more like that YouTube was being done less for fun, and that everybody's more so just doing it for the money. Like, I mean, once Google fucking acquired this, like, it was already becoming, like, money on their side, and I feel like once they made changes by that point, then it's when it, like, ended up, like, kind of, like, washing over to everybody else who just uses the website, and became, like, all money for them, too. And panicking over that kind of shit, and it was a real downer to fucking see at the time, and like I could feel that like this was like a really big downgrade like the moment it happened too. And yeah, like unfortunately it's just that, and people like kind of expecting like overly like generic and like corporate professionalism and cleanness to it, which again is kind of a fucking shame. But and this is something like that I was trying to do like earlier on my channel also, and I feel like I found like a good balance, even if I do wish that I could have my videos be longer and such like that. But channels like this I still really love because you can just tell that it's more so coming from the heart, and it's a lot more funny and just fun. And again, like it kind of has like the quality of things that you like to see today, but it has the charm of like just sincereness back when it was actually like YouTube broadcast yourself, and like anybody could get on it, and it's just like a much more like free form and friendly atmosphere, and people were much more humble and modest about things that were being made and gave more things a chance, which again is really cool. I don't mind people going all out to edit videos where it's belonging to do that, but not everything has to be it, like YouTube poop, and it's okay just to have goofy stuff that's dumb and fun sometimes, and not to belittle channels that sometimes just upload a small goofy channel, which I've sometimes seen happen before. There is this YouTube channel that I've seen recently. I don't remember the name of it, and I don't care to see it. I probably shouldn't be name dropping anything here anyways, for obvious reasons, but the whole entire point of the channel was to mimic YouTube back in like the late 2000s days, but it's done so in a more so mocking way. Like, I mean, I guess there's some sense of nostalgia to it, but it's also doing it like, haha, look how dumb everything was at this time. And you know, it was kind of funny at first, but the channel very quickly like overblown it and overstayed its welcome and stuff. And channels like this do it in a way that's again just purely sincere, and you know, it's just done from a completely pure perspective and captures the charm of just wanting to have fun while making things still quality. And, you know, not everything from back then was just blue screen with white text over it and some annoying song playing over it. Like, there was still really quality stuff made back then that's still good today, but it was done in a way that's much more humble and very personalized. Like, again, those are just like all adjectives I could use to describe it really well. But Jimmykreator doesn't just do YouTube poops. There's all kinds of variety. Like, there's the original Jimmy singing hands, the videos that you see in the beginning. And not only that, and this is all not on YouTube anymore, or didn't even start on YouTube in the first place in some cases, but the Internet Archive has a whole entire catalog of really old Jimmykreator videos from the other channel that used to exist, and, you know, they all have the same kind of charm and quality to them. And something that was made exclusively on the archive, since there's no way I could say up on YouTube due to the music, is what I advertised beforehand, is the Jimmymixes. I made a community post about these when it was out, when the first one was done. And these are sort of like an art form, and there's just such a pureness to them. Like, I just love it. Like, it's still mostly fun because there's like little segments in between that's YouTube poop like, and it's inspired by the weird rock yard thing that one of our friends found. I believe I've talked about that before too. And it's just kind of like almost a feast, but like with like, again, like the poop stuff kind of spliced in more. But it's from a variety of things. There's many different pieces of things that you see in these, and it just all blends together really well. And I love the beginning of the first one, and at some point there's like an area that gets like me downright emotional, where it's just timed so well on top of this cello concerto footage, and I just love it. Like, he's so great at just like editing things so smoothly and naturally, and just taking you for a ride throughout these. And that's an unintentional pun of the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 music playing over this. But yes, Jimmy is my absolute favorite. I love Jimmykreator. You should go check it out if you're all interested. There's just so many humble, genuine, fun, silly YouTube poops and hand boys singing and, you know, all sorts of stuff. And also look at the Internet Archive to see Jimmymix and the really old videos. Unfortunately, there is Jimmy Lost Media, just stuff from really old accounts that are gone, and there's also some videos that were completely removed from YouTube because of the music. Jerk-ass YouTube has always been such a fucking ass to him, and I don't know why. I don't know, maybe it's fucking bigotry, but, you know, I want to help Jimmy out, because I fucking love Jimmykreator, and it's what gets me awake in the day, and yeah, it's what brings the joy to my life. And again, like, you've seen Jimmy pop up on my channel time to time. Like, they're the reason why that big unconventional music iceberg exists and why I'm in the mood to do any of this stuff. So yeah, like, definitely check out Jimmykreator, subscribe to Club Penguin, and yeah, go check out the poops I recommended and see which one ends up being your favorite, because there's a whole entire big catalog to see here, and their most recent videos are different from anything else. They're based on an old channel, and the whole entire point of it is to make fun of Seth MacFarlane, just what a hypocrite and kind of shit person he is. And, you know, it's probably not everybody's sense of humor, especially if you like the shows that he puts out, especially more recently. But, you know, if you're all curious and want to see something that's bizarre and different, yeah, classic feeling, then go see Jimmykreator and indulge in the pip and pop otters and the hands and the nuts.